Deb here with Creative Life. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you all are having a fabulous day today and are enjoying the nice weather. If you are having nice weather wherever you are, I know there are some places where there are really bad storms brewing, and so I pray for y'all, keep safe, and yeah, so let's get our crafting stuff out and let's craft, right? So today we're going to be doing our number 3 project, and this is going to be with QueenACraft, okay? And so I'm going to be using Sweet Dream 6x6 pattern paper from their store. Okay, and if you didn't see this, you will see parts of the paper throughout the video, because we are definitely going to be using this for our little folio that we're going to be making. Okay, and I don't know if it's a folio per se. It's definitely going to be a little photo album where you can place some photos inside, and it's going to be really fun to make, and I hope that you all get a chance to make it. So I'm pretty excited about sharing this with you. So today you're going to need 2 pieces of chipboard that are 4 1/4 by 6. Okay, so 2 pieces that are 4 1/4 by 6, and I went ahead and inked mine all the way around. Okay, then you're going to need a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Okay, and I already cut mine in half, so you're going to cut that at 6. Okay, at 6 inches, so you're going to just cut that right in half. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to score at 4 1/8 and then at 8 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So again, you're going to get that 6 by 12 inch piece, okay, with the 12 inches along the top, and you're just going to score at 4 1/8. Oh, sorry, I scored wrong. 4 1/8 is here. 4 1/8. Okay. And at 8 1/4, or yeah, 8 1/4. I'm backwards today, you guys. I am just so sorry about that. So you're gonna score at 4 1/8 and then at 8 1/4. Okay, so that's what you're going to do: 4 1/8 and at 8 1/4. And I know my numbers are really tiny, so sorry about that. Okay, so you're going to have 2 pieces like that, all right? And then you're going to, since we want those to be like 4 inches, okay, for each little panel, I went ahead and you're going to make a hinge. So with your hinge, you're just going to find a 12-inch piece, cut it down to 1 inches, and you're going to score a 1/2 inch all the way down. Okay, so you're going to have a piece that is 1 by 12, and you're just going to score a 1/2 inch all the way down. Okay, so that is that. So now what you can do is you can definitely fold this little piece in half. Okay, this 1 inch piece, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to burnish that in. All right. And you can put tape on each side if you want to, because you're just going to cut this in half. So you're going to cut this at 6 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my 1/4 inch tape, and I'm just going to stick that down each side. Okay. Now this little project, hopefully this will be a little fast project. Okay. And I haven't made one before, so I'm hoping that it works out pretty good. I kind of just came up with it one night, and I thought, kind of like that idea of how we're going to do this, and so I thought I'd go ahead and make one. We'll see how it turns out. So there we go. So there is that. Okay, and then now we're just going to go ahead and cut this in half. Okay, and you're not going to put any tape in the middle of this. All right, so there are your two little pieces, and like I said, we're just going to cut those right in half. And I think mine are a little crooked here, and I'm just going to cut it down to match. Okay, so you're going to set these aside. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we're going to cover your panels. So go ahead and place tape on both sides of your panels, okay, and then I will be right back. All right, so I went ahead and stuck the tape on the front and back of my pieces, and so now I'm just going to go ahead and cover them. And I went ahead and cut my two pieces at 4 1/4, the same as these. So it was I believe 4 1/4 by 6 is what I cut these two pieces at. Okay, and they're just going to go sit right on top of here. And then yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do that next. Okay. Okay, y'all, so after you place your tape on each of your chipboard pieces, you're going to go ahead and remove the backing off of each one. And then you're going to, if you want to ink your design papers before you put them on, you can do that. And then you're going to go ahead and attach those pieces on top of the front and back of your chipboard pieces, as well as cover the inside parts of each of the panels. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. Okay, y'all, so this is where we're going to use our 1 by 6 inch hinges. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab that long piece that we scored, and you're going to place your hinge on the edge of the larger panel of that 6 by 12 inch piece, okay? And the larger panel measures about 4 1/8 by 6, so that is actually going to be the one that we attach on the inside of our chipboard panel, okay? And you're going to do that for both pieces. Okay, so once you get your front and back of your chipboard pieces covered, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and fold your long pieces that we cut. These are the 12 by 6 inch pieces, and you're going to just cut them in like this. We already attached the little strips that we made, okay, for our hinges, okay? And then what we're going to do now is you're going to go ahead and you're going to cut a piece that is 1 inch long, okay? And this is another little hinge, okay? And I'm going to share with you real quick how we're going to do this. So you're going to cut this piece, and you're going to score at 3/8 inch, and then you're going to score at 5/8 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to grab my little scoreboard here, and I'm going to zoom in for you guys just a bit, okay, just like this. Let's see if I can get it a little closer. There we go. Okay, so for that, now I've already got one, okay, so this piece is actually going to measure a little longer. It's actually going to measure 1 inch, okay, it's going to measure 1 inch by 6, because it's going to be a hinge that's going to fit on top of this, okay. So you're going to score at 3/8 inch along down here, okay, and I'm just going to follow my existing score line here. So 3/8 inch, and you're going to score at 5/8 inch. Let's see if I can get this lined up right. 5/8 inch, okay. So that's where you're going to score, 3/8 inch and 5/8 inch. So this is going to be our spine for our little book, okay? Okay, so after you make your little spine, you can definitely cover it with your design paper, and I just taped it on the back of there and then cut it down. And there we go. So now that is going to act like a little spine between our little book, okay? Before we put this inside of our book, okay, or you could put it on the edge of your book. So if you wanted it to look like this, you could do that. Or if you wanted to have it go inside your book, you could do it inside your book, like so. Okay, however you want to do it. I'm actually going to put mine on the outside of the book. So that means that I'm going to need tape right here on the inside of this piece and this piece. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, grab my tape and put that on there real quick. Okay, y'all, so now that we're done putting our tape on the inside of our spine here and here, and then I went ahead and covered the back of my spine, okay? So you're not going to have anything right in the middle of your spine. It's just going to be blank, no adhesive right in the middle, okay? We are going to go ahead. Now, if you want to, like I said, you could put your tape on the inside of your spine or the outside of your spine here, okay, and have it like this if you want to, or you can have it on the outside. And I'm going to just do mine on the outside of my book. So I'm just going to grab my spine. I am going to go ahead and add some glue to this real quick. And okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab one of our little pieces here, and I'm just going to put this on the the inside of the spine that I just have glue on. Oh my goodness, you guys, I have no idea what I'm talking about today. I don't know what is going on here. So let's see here. Let's see. I want to make sure that my spine is on there correctly and that it folds over really nice. So I'm just going to press that over just like this. Okay, just like that. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and press that over just like that. And I'm just grabbing my fingers, and I'm going to grab my and I'm just pressing inwards with my fingers or my bone folder here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and just burnish that down. So now it looks like this. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this one and I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay, so grab that and put some glue on that one here. Okay, just like that. Alrighty, and then this is going to be my front. So I'm going to go ahead and just slide that up over that and place that down. I'm making sure that it's flush with the little with my score line there, okay, and I'm just pressing that little flap up onto my chipboard piece, okay, just like that. So now you have your little book. Now these are great for, if you wanted to do some journaling pieces inside or anything like that. I thought it would be perfect for a little photo, just for some little photos and stuff. And we are going to make some pockets and such, and so it's going to be so cute, you guys. So I am really excited. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take off your flaps that are a 1/2 inch that you put adhesive on. You're going to go ahead and remove that. And again, I'm just adding a little bit of glue to that, okay, just like that. And I'm going to place this down on this chipboard piece here, okay, right on the edge, okay. Super easy, you guys, super easy. Okay, now that should leave you about a 1/16 of an inch maybe. It's a really, it's not a large border. See how you have that border there and there, okay. So that's what you're going to do, is you're just going to go ahead and place that down just like that, okay. And I'm just going to that. The next thing you're going to do is the same thing for your next piece. Place that down right on the edge of that other chipboard piece. And there is your little book, you guys, and it's super easy to make. Oh my gosh. So next we're going to go ahead and do our closure for our book, and I am going to be using the Scrapbook Decoration Mixed Thread, and this is C2, and it has such cute little threads in here, y'all. The trim in here is so cute, so pretty. So I am just measuring this out, and I cut it in half, and I cut a whole strand of 8 inches and then folded it over, cut it in by 4 inches, and now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to tape that to the back of the cover and then the front of the cover, and I'm just going to use my double back tape on that. Okay, so you're just going to add 2 pieces of the double back tape to the little thread here or ribbon that you're putting on, and I did the same thing for the front as well. So look at how cute that is. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. So that is how you're going to keep this little guy closed. So I'm going to go ahead and mat the inside, okay, and I also have the little pockets and everything ready for you guys, so I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. So for our little pockets, I went ahead and made this like a little slanted pocket, and how I done, we covered this back part, okay, and I'm going to show you how to cover the front. That's super easy. All right, so what you're going to need to make that little pocket is you're going to need a piece that is 3 3/4 by 8 1/2, okay, and you're going to score a 1/2 inch down the left hand side. You're going to turn it to the 3 3/4 inch side on your scoreboard, and then score a 1/2 inch down this way, okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and cut, see where that little X is? You're just going to cut that off just like that. We are going to go ahead and fold this up, and this is just to make a super easy little cute pocket, okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring this over, and you're going to fold that into that little 1/2 inch tab. You're going to fold that over so it doesn't go over that little score line. Then you're going to go ahead and fold that down and just burnish that down, and that's where you are going to have a little pocket. Then you're going to open this back up, okay, and you're basically going to cut this whole piece off. So this piece right here is going to be chopped off, okay. So basically I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to get my scissors, and I cut on the inside of that little line there, okay, just like that. I'm going to cut a little bit more. Alrighty, just like that. And then I come in just a little tiny slant. Okay, not very much, just a little bit. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then if you wanted to clean that little guy up, you can do that. Just clean that up. Okay. And then you're going to place glue right here. And I apologize, you guys, I forgot to turn off my phone. Usually I turn it off. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put glue right here. Alrighty, so I'm just going to put glue right here. If it comes out, there we go. And then on this 1/2 inch where this is going to fold over, you're going to go ahead and fold this over, okay, just like this. All right, so now it's going to be folded over on top of that little 1/2 inch piece. Okay, burnish that down. Okay, you're going to have this, right? So I want you to place just a tiny bit of glue right on that edge. Just a little bit of glue. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. See how small that is? Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and fold that onto itself. And now you have a little pocket. So now this can be folded back, okay, and now you can go ahead and we can cut this. Now to cut it, I just went over like about 1 inch or 3/4 of an inch, and I'm going to grab my ruler. I didn't really measure, I just kind of eyeballed it. Yeah, it's about 1 inch over. So I just made a little tick mark, okay? So you're going to put your ruler at the edge there, all right? And you're going to make a tick mark at the 1 inch mark, okay? So like right there, okay? Then you're going to go ahead and go up, and I believe it's another inch, or you could go 1.5 inches, whatever you feel more comfortable with. And I believe it is, yeah, 1.5 inches. So 1.5 inches, okay? And I'm just going to make a little tick mark right there, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and you can get your ruler, line those 2 dots up just like this, okay, just like that. Draw a line, all right, and now you can cut that piece off. So I just cut it with scissors, and if you want to put it in your trimmer, you can do that. So there you go. So there is your little pocket. And then that other scrap you could just throw away. So now you have a little pocket, okay, and you have your little 1/2 inch piece to go ahead and have it swing open and closed. So to cover these, what you're going to do is you're just going to grab your piece of paper. Alrighty, and I'm going to grab this one here, okay. I'm going to flip this over. Alrighty, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this paper up about just where it leaves a little border like this, okay. And actually I'm going to leave it, because I want a border up here and along the side here, so I'm going to raise it just a bit more, so it's about 1/4 inch or so, okay, just to leave a little border, okay. And I want it to come in just a bit that way too, okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and flip that over just like that. I'm going to go ahead and trace around my pocket. Now this is just an easier way, instead of doing all the measurements and then having to cut it down and then cut it down and then cut it down. It's just easier. There we go. So there is your little border for your paper, or for your pocket. For your pocket.
All right,
like so the next thing I did is I went ahead and cut out a few of these little floral dies that I got from QueenACraft, and it is the Ellipse corner flower die, and it is number or letter B, okay. This is the one that also has the circle, or it's actually an oval to go with it, okay. And I just got the flower, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick that. I just thought that looked so pretty. Now I did a white one as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna figure out which one I like, and I'm just gonna put one of these on here. So so yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so I went ahead and inked it up with vintage Distress ink. And then now I'm just adding the glue to the back of that. I'm going to place that right on top of that little spot right there. Okay, so you're just going to go ahead and do the same thing that you did to the front and just paper the back of that little tag holder. And then don't place it there on that smaller piece. You want to place this little tag holder on a larger area, okay, so it fits in there nicely. That I was going to tell you is you could add some flaps to this, and I went ahead and cut out a piece that is 3 3/4 by 5 7/8, okay, and you can definitely add these in as well. Now this would fit perfectly right here on this little piece, okay. This is the piece that comes out like this, okay. You would have another little flap here, 4 pictures, picture here, and then a picture on the back, or you could add it to the back and it'll just flip out even more. So definitely would need a magnet on this just to keep it closed, okay. So to do that, you're going to go ahead again, you're going to cut a piece that, and this is just from your scraps, 3 by 3 1/4 by 5 7/8. You're going to score a 1/2 inch down your left hand side, fold it to the back. You're going to go ahead and place some glue right on the back of this, okay, just like this, okay. I'm going to add mine to the inner side here, right on the edge of that flap, and this is going to be the flap that is on your back of your book, okay, and it's going to be on the flap that is on the outside. So when it folds out like this, you have an extra flap here that folds out, okay. So how cool is that? Oh my gosh. And then of course you're just going to go ahead and you're going to burnish that down, so just like that. Okay, now you can put a magnet on here. I really think that it's going to be folded in on the inside. I don't really think it's going to be flapping around a whole lot, but if you feel better, you can definitely put a magnet here, and then on this sheet here, or here, and then here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down some magnets real quick, and I'm just using my double back tape on these. That way it's just for video and time's sake. So, and then it's going to open up just like that. Okay, y'all, so for this little piece, I was missing part of the paper because I had used it. So I cut a pocket at 4 7/8 by 3 1/2 and scored a 1/2 inch down both sides and the bottom part. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to cut where the X's meet, okay, to form your pocket. And then I'm just adding the glue, and I'm going to stick that down just like that. Now, I do want you to be careful because the more items that you place inside of this little book, it will add bulkiness to it, okay? So be careful. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to decorate the front of my book, and I've covered the inside and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this part. To decorate the front of the book, I went ahead and hot glued those little flowers right up there in the corner above that tag, and then I'm going to go ahead and place some more little flowers up in the corner. And I just love these little flowers. They are so stinking cute, y'all. And yeah, so I just used hot glue to attach those on there. Next, I decided to use some of those cute little mermaid tear gems that we have from QueenACraft, and I just placed those all around the outside of the album. I just love these. They are so pretty, y'all, and I couldn't not resist not using them all. All of the little ones. I did add some big ones in there later. Oh my gosh, I really like how these look, so I hope that you like them too. So when we open our little book here, you have a nice little area here for journaling or for a photo. You have this little pocket here that swings open, and then I just had some of these little journaling cards in my stash, so I just went ahead and inked them up, and then I'm just going to stick them in this little pocket. So I could put a small picture behind here. I can do some pictures here or journaling. Here I could do journaling or photos. I did a little kind of pocket right here So I could put that in there, that little journaling card. Okay, and then you flip this over. This comes out. Remember, all of these just flip out just like this. Okay, so you could see everything if you put photos in here. Or you could use this as a journaling book. So this flips open, and I put this here so you could journal on this. Flip it open, journal on the other side, put a photo here. This does have a magnet on it, and it flips open, okay, just like that. This one flips open. I put a little pocket here with a little journaling card and some lace on top of that. And then you can flip that out. Again, we have another little journaling card here. And then this is a little flap, so that opens up so you can journal. Okay, and then you have your little pocket back here. Again, you have a nice little area here. And I had found some scraps in my scrap pile that were about the size of this, which is about 4 by 5. I think it was like 6, and I just cut them down to 5 3/4 by 4, and they will fit nicely right inside there. So if I wanted to, I could just use this for journaling. And then here is our other little swing pocket, and I use that beautiful die that we have by QueenACraft, and that little die is, I keep misplacing that die. I don't know where I keep putting it. And this die is the Ellipse corner die, and that is number or letter B. Okay, and so I just put it on my pockets here, and there you go. So again, you could put some little scrap pieces of paper right in through here, or you could just leave it blank and just put, you know, your photos or, you know, more other little pieces of paper you want in there. And this folds over like this. Again, I can go ahead and I can put that in there, in between there. And then I did some little tuck spots like right here. And then this is a little pocket, so I can put that in there. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and shut this. Okay, so there we go, just like that. Okay, and then here, this opens up, and I did put some little tuck spots right in here. So right here, I put a little tuck spot. And you could stick a little tag or something right here, a little picture or whatever. Maybe you want to use this as a little vacation like book, you know, when you go traveling. And then it just folds up like this. And then you can just tie this together. And look at how cute it closes up. So cute, you guys. I absolutely love this little book that we created. I hope you guys have found some inspiration. Thank you all for joining me, and take care, and I will talk to you soon. I will have all the links down below. Happy crafting. Bye.